Elsewhere in San Fran, is this Man Bun? Is Man Bun going crazy? Nope, it's us. No, it is Man Bun.
What's good, homie?
Marcus? I have to say, I don't really see the win in you coming here, but... Oh, wait. Wait. This isn't some petty macho bullshit, is it?
Could you stop us if it was?
What, you and Encino Man here?
Encino
I
Man.
don't know, I'm liking my odds. Fucking Vegas is liking my odds.
Yeah, Encino Man here.
I know who the fossil is. I've been elbow deep in Ray Kenny's head, massaging his code, improving it, overriding it, but I gotta use some props, though. You had chops for someone that was clicking two rocks together. Kudos to you.
Well, don't go getting all hard on my account, Duchenne. This isn't exactly what you call a social visit. It's more of a, wouldn't you say?
Fuck 'em and leave 'em situation.
Yeah, that. Right.
Right, well, I'm always up for a fucking run, but... Why the hell are you here?
Man, it could be important. But let me tell you a story.
This is so good. I wish we changed our outfit, though.
Our story. Everything you've done, it's all out there now. Violating the public trust, manipulating the stock markets, the lies, the fraud.
Fucking bellwether. All of it.
You're bluffing.
Answer the phone, Man Bun.
What happens if you actually answer it this time? Maybe it's Bloom sending you to face the firing squad alone. Or maybe it's your lawyer telling you there's no place to run. Maybe it's just a telemarketer.
That's
You
likely.
really should answer it this time.
Man Bun looks sad. I feel like
Whoever
we've
it is,
accomplished
you've
our goal.
done fucking people over.
Now let's throw him out the window. No? Okay. It's what I wanted, but that's fine. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Sam Nemec, you have the right to remain silent.
We did it! Oh my gosh! We did it! Wait, is that the final mission? That's a bit of a letdown. Yeah, this is GTA Lite, so I assumed it would be a GTA Lite style final ending. But man, at the end of that, you shove a guy into a trunk and push him off a cliff, depending on what ending you choose. That's a pretty good deal. But this here, this is, well, we just party at the hackerspace. Why, what is probably a copywritten music plays? A copywritten music. We're gonna get booted off of Twitch. Nah, I guess this is original. No, it's not. This is a real song. Yeah, I don't know what to do in this situation. Twitch isn't as strict about these sort of things like YouTube is. Also, this song, who's actively seeking out this song to take it down? It's a song about that. I'm just gonna keep talking though, and hopefully my voice like overpowers the soft melodic tones in the background. I kind of want to sing along. Said with one voice, we will not be lied to. We will not be afraid. We will not be silent. Someone else has to die. Like, Horatio died, and that was sad, but someone else has got to die at some point, right? Like, they really got to drive home the message that this takes sacrifice. Where's Aiden Pierce?
San Francisco hacktivist cell DeadSec has allegedly revealed what might be the biggest scandal in Silicon Valley yet. The hackers exposed evidence that Bloom's chief technology officer, Duchenne Nemec,
I mean, what a name.
Using his access to
Dushan.
CTOS data for his own financial and political gain. Nemec was taken into custody and is facing numerous counts of fraud, while authorities have begun seizing his accounts. Bloom's PR representative Charlotte Gardner said they are as shocked as anyone and are looking into the matter while cooperating with authorities.
Yeah.
Evidence highlighted by DedSec could put Nemec in jail for a very long time.
You should probably listen to this.
Okay, I will.
Dead set. We stood together, middle fingers held high. As Silicon Valley attacked our privacy, demanded our complacency, and violated our freedoms. We caught Bloom making backroom deals with each of the biggest tech giants. Companies already specialized to track and manipulate every aspect of our lives. Bloom thought they'd use us as a boogeyman to drive these companies to their CTOS. All that data was to be protected and controlled by one master program. But we didn't play fair. We shut down their CTOS for days. We exposed them one at a time, stripped their credibility, and prevented an unprecedented state of public control.
Darn right we did.
Together, DedSec gave the untouchable Big Brother its first black eye. Bloom's man behind the megaphone, Dushan Nemec, will spend the rest of his days in prison, thanks to our efforts. He was an opportunist, using his connections to exploit Bloom's system. They will scapegoat him, paint him as a rogue element, claim it was a singular random incident. But we won't let him off the hook so easily. We have demonstrated their weaknesses, both human and technological. With great power comes great vulnerability. Bloom and their sycophants now face an onslaught of legal action and government investigation. Faith in the CTOS is at an all-time low. We did this. We know the greed engine will never rest. And to that, we promise, neither will DedSec. We outnumber them. With every indiscretion, every scandal, and every scam, they add to our numbers. And we will be watching. DedSec has given our warning. Do what you will.
How much of this is hyperbole? Has it really gone global? There are new DedSec cells popping up everywhere. The Middle East, South America, Europe. And not just them, we can't even keep up with all the new hacktivist groups.
All right. Make the call.
You sure?
Do it.
What are we calling? What's happening? How do you just end the game like that? I need more answers, mates. I don't want to skip the credits in case there's like an end credit scheme that we miss by skipping it. So I guess we're going to watch the credits. This is happening. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Credit Chat, where we talk about the game and how we feel about it. My opinions on the series. So, Watch Dogs, the original Watch Dogs, the prequel to the critically acclaimed Watch Dogs 2, the sequel to the original Watch Dogs, that Watch Dogs, was a lot of fun. Now, I really liked that game. A lot of people had the criticisms over it, and I think a lot of them were well-founded. It was very dark, I would say. It was very dire. There wasn't a lot of fun in that game. And from a story perspective, that is. And that is all very much true. That is all very true. I still enjoyed it, though. I did like the more fun and upbeat tone of this game. Did it feel like a ripoff of GTA? Of course it did. That's why we call it GTA Lite. But I did like that change of pace, because it is a game about people hacking. And the last one wasn't so much about millennials. This one definitely was. So they lightened it up. They made it more fun. And I think that comparing the two, the feel of the story is a lot better in Watch Dogs 2. The overall tone, I think, was more enjoyable. I think I liked the story in the original a little bit better, though. I think it had more depth to it in a way. It was about, spoiler alert, it was about Agent Aiden Pierce, whose niece had been killed because he'd put a target on his back by being this big hacker guy. It had a lot more heart, I feel. Like, I was upset when Horatio died. I think that they definitely manipulated you in this game because they put you on a mission with Horatio where you go and you bond with him and you have fun with him, and then they kill him. That was probably a very... no, of course it was intentional. It was meant to make you bond to the character, and they took him away. I think there was also, though, some very when they took away, what was the hacker lass in the first game? I feel like they were probably on a par. You probably felt more bad about hacker lass because of the way she died. I mean, she was gunned down in a cemetery. It was very dramatic. But then again, the whole game was dramatic. Gameplay-wise, I like what they've done in this one with the car. I believe you had a drone car thing in the first game. I never used it unless there was like a mission where I had to. I'm maybe I might be wrong, but I'm almost sure at some point in that game you do get a little remote control car. I didn't use it much. It wasn't Jumper. It didn't jump like Jumper does. In this game, though, I like the fact that you got that, and you got Benny, who could fly around, the actual quadcopter. That was a really good change of pace because it meant that you could be much more stealthy. In the last game, there were stealth elements and you could be stealthy, but I found it was almost always easier to just whip your gun out and shoot people down. And I think in this game, they emphasize running and hiding and using the electronics a lot better. It definitely feels like much more of a slog if you pull out your game. Depending on how you feel about it, maybe that makes the first game better. Because in the first game, it felt like you could do anything. You could either sneak through and you'd be fine, or you could whip out your gun and shoot your way through and you'd be fine. It didn't really matter. It was a different experience depending on which one you did, but it wasn't necessarily like one was super easy and one was super hard. In this game, it feels like if you get your gun out and you plan to shoot your way through, it's going to be a lot harder. You're going to be doing a lot more work. It's going to be a slogfest. Which does emphasize and kind of prioritize your stealthy elements, your hacking abilities, in a way that makes you more prone to use them. I didn't use my hacking abilities hardly at all in the first game. I did, but not as much as in this one. So I guess from that standpoint, from emphasizing the hacking, they did a much better job in this game. So tone was better in this game. Story was not, but the actual gameplay itself, the different elements that are used here, I think are probably better. If we're going to compare this game to the last game, I would say that this one is better overall. I'm not a professional game reviewer, so I haven't really put a whole lot of thought to this. This is just what I've decided I will do now during end credits, just talk about the game, and that's what we're doing here. Did I enjoy this one as much? I don't know, because I had a lot of fun. It was a very different time in my life when I played the last game. The last game was at my very first apartment, and I really loved living there. This one was at my home, and I love living here even more. So from an environmental standpoint, just being in this house, and I just noticed this camera's... There we go, it wasn't centered. Being in my home has definitely changed the environment and where I'm playing. It's still not centered. Am I centered? I feel like I'm centered. Am I making it worse? Yes, I am. Okay. Back this way some then. Better. Okay. So there's a lot of things like what's going on in your life. Different environmental influences can definitely change the way you feel about a game. There was a time in the middle between living in my first apartment and living in my house where I was living in a crap apartment. And we actually went back to replay... Well, we didn't replay it, but we played some of the bonus content in the first game so that I could unlock a special mission that was going to tie into my, at the time, Assassin's Creed 3 game, I believe. That apartment was crap. The apartment was fine. I mean, it wasn't anything special, but the neighbors were loud, obnoxious, and just living there was a nightmare. But I still had a lot of fun playing it then. I don't know. We'll probably go back and we'll do some of the DLC here. I know there's a Raymond Kinney mission that I want to play. I don't know if there's any side missions that tie into future Assassin's Creed games. There's a new one coming out, I believe, this year. They skipped last year, thank goodness. We need to catch up now. We have a golden opportunity to catch up. I should probably take it. Although there's other things I want to play. All of this to say, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm getting at here. Other than to just say that I enjoyed this game. It was fun. And also, I think this is probably a copywritten song as well. So I'll just keep talking. And obviously cut out the music from the YouTube video. Are we going to do like a wrap-up video after the main story, or am I going to tie all this together? I'm not entirely sure. I'd say that Ubisoft has been... I don't play a whole lot of Ubisoft games. They've had some really fun, just like side-offs, but in terms of main story games, I know they've been faltering a bit. People didn't like the last couple of Far Cry games, or they did at the beginning, and then they got over them pretty quickly. The Assassin's Creed games, obviously, they had to take a year off. So I haven't played the last two, but I'm looking forward to getting into those and playing them. And then, again, a lot of people didn't like the first Watch Dogs game. I keep wanting to say Overwatch. Completely different game, completely different company. I liked it, but I do feel like this is definitely a change in pace. This one was definitely a lot more fun. And if they take lessons learned from this game, going from Watch Dogs to Watch Dogs 2, I think that the new Assassin's Creed game will be pretty good. I'd imagine. I'm looking forward to playing it at least. Again, I've got a couple to catch up on. There's a couple that I haven't played yet that I need to give a shot. Sorry, still talking to my brother. I'm just waiting for this to end now, because now my brother's on his way to Chipotle. He's not coming here. So I've unlocked my door and left myself vulnerable to criminals for nothing. I need to go eat. I could skip this again, but is there an end credit scene? If you played the game, and you're in the chat, tell me. I mean, we're at quality control, so we must be pretty low in the whole thing. Maybe I can just Google it. Is there an after the credits for video games? Let's find out. After the credits, Watch Dogs 2. Okay, so there is... Okay, so it's not afterthecredits.com, the website where you would traditional go. You should leave. User vote closed due to no extra during or after the credits. There's nothing during or after the credits, unfortunately, because I waited 25 minutes for something cool. My pain is never ending. Ubisoft credits are always long. They are. I think there's a lot of people involved with this. Alright. So if there's nothing after the credits, I mean, there's a video here where someone actually, like, rolls the credits. And I'm watching it. And yes, indeed, I see an Adobe Flash logo. What part of this game is using Adobe Flash? Goodness gracious, these are really long credits. Holy snap! How long do these go for? They weren't kidding. It's 25 minutes of credits. Forget this. I'm going to go eat lunch. Thank you, folks, for watching. God bless each and every one of you. And I will see you folks next time. Goodbye.